up, squids? Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time to the channel. I'm going to talk about how to get your motorcycle license. I'm going to tell you my experience and how I went about getting it. I did cover this briefly in my how I got into motorcycles video, so if you want to check that out, but this is going to be a more in-depth story about that, I guess, and my experience and what I would recommend you do. Okay, so I was in the same boat as you at one point. Many years ago, about 2009, 2010, I wanted to get into motorcycling, but I didn't have my motorcycle license yet. So what I did, I got online, got to looking, and I found a motorcycle safety course. I forget what it was actually called. I'll put it in the description, but it has a name, and it's certified through your state. So like mine was certified through the state of Tennessee. And basically all that means is that once you graduate the course and you get your certificate, it's good to take to any clerk's office and they'll stamp your driver's license. You don't have to do another written or another driving exam when you get to the DMV or the clerk's office or whatever. So I found a group that put it on that was close to my house where I lived at the time with my dad and my stepmom. And it was at a high school parking lot. Oh my gosh, dead deer. It was at a high school parking lot, and it was actually, funny enough, the high school that my wife graduated from, a couple years prior to that. And we were dating at the time. So anyway, it was at her old high school, and it was a weekend, so Saturday, Sunday. They kept all the student bikes in like a little Connex container on the property of the high school. And basically you go in not knowing anything about motorcycles. Now I think the course cost me like $300. It was one of the best purchases I've ever made, let me say, because it got me to where I am today, right? Without that, I probably would have never, without that and without the inspiration of another motovlogger, I wouldn't be where I am. So it was a weekend course. I paid the fee and showed up. The first day, it's basically the entire day, and I forget how many hours it was, like, I don't know, it was no more than 5 hours. And you spend the first full day on a bike in the parking lot, and they practice, you're practicing like releasing the clutch, how to shift gears, how to release the clutch and take off. It's a very good course, at least the one I took was very good. And Sunday is like half the day is book work, classroom work, you take your written test, and then you go out, you practice a little bit more in the parking lot, and then you do your driving portion, which is like a little course with cones, and it's take off and stop and all that kind of thing. And like I say, when you graduate, you get your certificate. That's good to take to your clerk's office in your county, I imagine, and you get your motorcycle license stamped. Also, my experience was I could take that certificate to my insurance company, and I got a discount because I took a safety course, so that was pretty cool. Now, would I recommend doing that if you're interested in getting into motorcycles? Absolutely. I think that's the best money you'll spend when it comes to motorcycling as a hobby or as a sport. I definitely do not regret it. Now, one thing I want to say too is that I learned years later is that certain dealerships, like I know a local Harley dealership that does it, they actually do the motorcycle safety courses as well. So you could take it, check your local dealer, see if a private individual puts it on, but be sure it's a certified course. I mean, there's no point in, at least in my opinion, there's no point in taking the course if when you're done, you then have to also go to the clerk's office and retake the written test and the driving test again. So find one that's certified, so when you graduate your certificate, you don't have to retest anything, you know what I'm saying? You just take that and go get your stamp. So that's what I would do. I would look for a course privately or with your local dealership or with a local dealership, and pay the fee, take the course, get your certificate, and go get your motorcycle license. Again, you won't regret it, I promise. That's the easiest and best and safest and fastest way to go get it. So do it. Let me know in the comments. Come back to this video and let me know in the comments how it went for you, and let also the other viewers know how it went. If you stayed this long in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!